Are you sure? Looked up.
You need some water? Yeah.
Can you see it? Is that one? It says I am. It says I'm streaming. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Vickery,
Here.
Riddell,
Here.
Posey,
Here.
Jones, and Stanley is here. Item number 2, our showcase.
Okay, so tonight, Mary Beth Carver, Lisa Bryant, Bambi Slint, and Amber Peters, who are in charge of our early care education and daycare program, have put together a slideshow to show you how they have led their centers and encouraged their staff to stay connected to the children and to their families. So they've been having Zoom meetings, and I'm just going to turn it over to Bambi and let her share with you some of the activities that they've been doing with their children and parents. Thank you, Bambi.
Wes.
I think Mary Beth was going to talk for just a second before I started the slideshow.
We can hear you.
Okay, great. My name is Mary Beth Carver, and I'm the instructor of the Early Care and Education Program at the Chickasha campus. I usually am talking about my adult students and my high school students all the time, and what they're accomplishing. And I really want to give a big shout out to my 2 high school students and 3 adult students who have won state FCCLA star events and will be competing at FCCLA online. But right now, I really want to focus, Bambi and I really want to focus on what the 2 child development centers have been doing since the quarantine started. So, Bambi.
Well, I just wanted to say a little bit about my program too before we got started with the slideshow. In March, when we learned about the concept of distance learning, I immediately had some great ideas for my classroom because we had been using the learning management system Canvas. So we were able to implement some really great things, and my students were able to ease into that transition pretty smoothly because they were used to submitting work online and using technology in that manner. So I really attribute Canvas and being able to be technology friendly with my students to the participation that I've had during distance learning. I've actually had 100% of class participation since everything started. And it really has everything to do with communication and being supportive and understanding circumstances and really encouraging them. So when we were making the transition to distance learning district-wide, Mary Beth and I knew that it would be so important for us to keep strong connections with our families from the child development centers. So she met with Lisa Bryant at the Chickasha campus, and I met with Amber Peters at the El Reno campus. And for El Reno, we decided to create a center-wide Facebook page for the teachers and the families to interact with one another. In that Facebook page, it's just giving them opportunities to create amazing lessons and connection opportunities. So I'd like to share with you the slideshow that Mary Beth and I put together just to kind of give you a glimpse of what that looked like. And we titled it El Reno and Chickasha Child Development Center's Learning and Loving from Home. So for this slide, this is a sample from our toddler teacher, Jessica Richards. She uploads one of these each week just to give some guidance to the parents to kind of keep some of those transitions and some of those routines like what we do at school. One of my favorite parts of this home lesson that she shares is that she also shares a read a story time. Some of our families don't have a lot of children's books at home, so she has done some research and has put a YouTube video of a children's story being read aloud for each of the parents. To keep strong connections with the children and the families, Amber and I created a Zoom meetings schedule for each of the 3 older classes. Our toddlers, 2s, and preschool meet once a week via Zoom with the kids. So this is a picture of one of the parents shared to our Facebook page during that child's Zoom session. Our preschool teacher actually also offered individual Zoom sessions for the children just so they could continue to feel special and feel that connection with the teachers. In addition to those home lessons, they upload activity ideas for all of the children. And so this is just a sample of one of the activities that they shared, and then our families interacted on that Facebook page with these great pictures of their children doing those activities at home. And those were just some of the fun comments that the parents made and that the teachers commented back with. It was really a lot of fun to get to see them interact in that way. By sharing all of our activities on a center-wide page, it also allowed infants to do some of the same activities that their preschool siblings might get to do. So that also added a really fun aspect for them. This was one of our more popular activities that our young preschool teacher, Kirsten Huggins, shared. Many of the parents even uploaded videos to our Facebook page to show us the fun that their kiddos are having at home with some of these activities. This is a quick video from our toddler teacher, Jessica Richards. She uploads one of these a week with some fun sensory activities, and she titled her weekly video, Making a Mess with Jess. I'm gonna play just a second of this so you can hear the way she talks to the families and guides them in some of their fun activities that they do.
Good morning, everyone. Today on Making a Mess with Jess, we are going to make cloud dough. And it's really simple. All you'll need is some cornstarch and conditioner. And I just went and got some cheap conditioner. That way you don't have to use the good stuff you have in your bathroom. If you don't want to, you can if you want to. Completely up to you. But you will need a cup of cornstarch, and I went and pre-measured this out. You can pre-measure it and then have your littles dump it in.
So this is some of the feedback from our parents. They love these sensory activities. The children just dive right in because it's things that they're used to doing at school, and it gives their parents just a glimpse into what they like to do while they're at school with us. This is another video that gets uploaded weekly from our child care cook, Bethany Evans. Those are her 2 children at home with her, and she does cooking activities called Baking with Bethany once a week. And she just uses some recipes from some of the meals that she prepares at school. And she incorporates her 2 kiddos to show parents a great fun way to do cooking activities at home with their children. So I'll play just a clip of this for you.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Today we are making ham and cheese breakfast sliders. It has ham and cheese in it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is an easy one to do, and it's quick and yummy and delicious. So
This is a slide of the parents sharing photos and some feedback from some of the recipes that they actually made at home after Bethany's Bacon with Bethany video clips. So they're actually making some of these and doing some great cooking activities at home as a family. This slide is our infant teacher, Tia Miller. This is our infant teacher, Tia Miller, and she does Music Mondays for the infants because she loves to sing and consistently sings at the school with her kiddos. So this is a quick clip of her.
Monday, it's Music Monday, so yay! And I'm gonna sing a new song today. Today I'm gonna sing You Are My Sunshine. The babies might recognize this because this is my favorite song to sing to the babies. Jude's heard it enough times. I sing it to him a lot. So I'm gonna play it today. I'm gonna play it 2 times through, and then next week I'll post a new song for you guys. And then you can use this video all day long or however many times you want. It'll be on this page for you guys to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And yeah, so here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
This is another activity that our preschool teacher shared, and I just had to share this one because of the funny result at the end. You're supposed to dip cotton balls in paint and throw them, but this preschooler decided he liked his version of this activity a little better and ended up with pink hair. So that was just a funny clip that the parents shared with us, just one of the many. And this is our preschool teacher, Breezy Adams. She does I Love You rituals and breathing activities on the Facebook page for the parents because these are some common things that we do in all of our classrooms with our teachers. And so she uploads videos on how those work so that the parents will be able to know. So I just wanted you all to know that our teachers are doing a fantastic job in the classrooms, connecting with each family and each child. Distance learning for the Child Development Center seemed so outside of the box when everything started, because let's be honest, we're early care people and we are hands-on and like to hug those babies. But our teachers have really risen to the challenge and created ways to connect with each family during our closure. The next slides are for Mary Beth's group from Chickasha.
Mary Beth, I didn't know you were starting us off, or I would have introduced you at the beginning. So this is Mary Beth Parker. She's the early care and education teacher at Chickasha.
Nice to meet everyone. In this slide, as soon as the quarantine started, we began thinking of how we would maintain the relationships that are so important that we have with children and their families. And we work so hard to cultivate those relationships on a day-to-day basis. We started by having the teachers, of course, just like Bambi, create private Facebook groups. We did one for each of the different classes that we have. And this first slide is just a notice about how we were going to handle COVID-19 and how important it is for the families to know that we're still concerned about those children, and we're still concerned about how families are handling this. And this is scary for children. And that we want to still be an important part of their daily life, and that we care about them. And we care about them at their home, as well as how we're trying to take care of our own families. In the next slide, this is Miss Wendy, and she's been with us for 18 years. We're really, really proud of Miss Wendy. She finished the early care and education program at CV Tech. She's going to hate that I said this, but a long, long time ago. And she went away to college, and she came back, and we hired her. And in this video, she is using items that we know every family has around the home, and is showing the children in her very quiet, calm voice how to sort and count the socks while sneaking in a little counting and sorting math activity. So she's going to play just a little clip of this.
Hello friends, today we're going to do a matching game, and we're going to use our socks that we have in our room. So you're just gonna get all your socks out and you're gonna find the matches and you're gonna match them. So it's called the matching game. You can sort them and match them. So I'm gonna find all.
We just really appreciate Miss Wendy, and she is just amazing. She is always calm and always just right there with them. She just does such a great job. In this next slide is a conversation between Miss Stacy, our infant teacher, and the parents about her garden and playing in her garden, and the parents are reciprocating by posting a picture of their child. And it's such a great example of how Stacy continues to foster that relationship with the family. Stacy's been with us for about 7 years, and we really appreciate Miss Stacy and what she does with the infants. In the next slide, and Stacy's gonna really hate me because she probably does not want me posting a video of her singing, but every day she has Circle with her children on Facebook, and in this one she's doing green speckled frogs for the babies, and I so miss her circle time that she has with the infants every day. I usually sneak in and whenever we're at school to see her interacting with the infants, and she's very positive. She's such a loving example to our high school and adult students as well as the infants in our program. So Bambi, if you'll just play that for just a second. She probably doesn't want me to. Maybe.
It's saying our internet connection is unstable, so it
Okay.
may not want to do this.
Let's just go on to the next one. That's perfectly fine. And in this slide, parents and grandparents have really been interacting with our Facebook pages, and these are two individuals who, grandmother and granddaughter, who are showing Miss Wendy and Miss Sarah, her teacher, some of the activities that they're doing at home. And in the next slide, Miss Sarah is one of our teachers. She's been with us for about 3 years, and we stole her away from teaching public school to work with our twos. And I thank God every day for anyone who works with 2-year-olds, because they can be very challenging, but they're pretty wonderful. She can go from singing songs with twos to giving sage advice to our high school students. So I really appreciate her. And here she has sent little packets of stickers to all of the children in her class, and the parents took pictures of the children opening their envelopes and examining their prizes. Oh, I missed one. I just kind of went on to the next one. In this slide that you're looking at right now, Kayla Myers is reading Goodnight Moon to the children. And the little boy in the picture is Kyle Crowder's little guy, William. And Kyle is one of our CAD instructors at the El Reno campus. And Kayla is one of our students that completed the early care and education program and got her CDA. So here she's reading to the children, reading to William, Goodnight Moon, which we all love. And in the last video, this is a video, and I don't know if you'll get to see it or not, but this is Courtney Matlock. She's our food service manager's little girl. And Evelyn is telling her friends and Miss Sarah that she really misses them, and she blows them kisses, and she's just really sad that she can't be at school. And one of the things that the parents have told us is that when they see the videos, they think everybody else is at school but them, and they want to know what's going on. Hey, this isn't fair. Everybody else got to go to school, but they didn't get to go. So we really are missing our children, and the high school students, when we have our Zoom meetings, are going asking about the children and wanting to know what's going on with the children that are at home. So it's been really interesting. If you want to try to play that, I don't know if it'll work or not.
Say your friends hi.
Hi.
Little kisses to your friends.
All right, thank you all for listening to our presentation. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone, for giving us the opportunity to showcase our child development centers. Mary Beth and I are just so very proud of the way they have risen to the challenge and really kept those connections strong and really kept up with that learning and loving from home. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say to Ms. Lynn and Ms. Carver how proud I am of their leadership for their department. And they have, these are our smallest stakeholders, our smallest students, our youngest students. And so, from infants up through school age that they impact, and then also the high school students. So they've done a great job of just doing the remote learning and implementing that. Absolutely. So it's been really good.
Well, I can personally benefit from baking with Bethany and the salt magic at my house. So, house spring bread. All right, we're on to number 3, the construction report.
Okay, Joe and Julie are going to give us updates on the El Reno campus. Hi, Julie.
Hey, good evening. I'll go first because I don't have as much to say as Joe does. So on our project, we're still just having just minor things happen, just getting those punch lists done. Something recently since the last board meeting is we had to have some doors replaced in aviation, classroom doors, as well as doors to the lab. And so they came up one day and did that. And as frugal and innovative as our instructors are, Mr. Homick happened to be in that space when they were there. And of course, they were going to toss the doors they were taking down, just trash them. And he said, oh gosh, no, don't do that. We can use them. We can make work tables, or because, the wood is really nice. It just was cut badly from the original doors that they put in there. And so they came back and replaced them with doors that fit in the jam much better. So that was just kind of a funny story. He called and says, if they'll give these to us, can we keep them? So he's funny and cute about things like that. So, but that's really all that's been going on. And the aviation letters were placed on the outside of the building recently, which that was fantastic as well at their hangar area. And that's about it for us. So many things are complete.
Thank you very much. We're getting closer all the time, right? Hello, Joe.
Good evening, Dr. Lutz. Good evening, board members. Hope everyone's doing well. We got a lot of things going on at Cowan campus right now. We have the boxes that the instructors boxed up for the program areas. They're starting to be moved into either their temporary classroom or their permanent classrooms. So that's pretty exciting. A lot of those rooms have been waxed and they're really shiny and it's really neat. So we're starting to see some positive movement there. We have a generator at our campus, and that generator is now functional, and they will be beginning to start testing that weekly for about 30 minutes. So that's going to be really nice, just to make sure that the generator is up and running in case we should need that. And this is another positive note. The existing fencing that is in the back, that's kind of the west, that's facing the west area, is going to start to be coming down. There's already new fencing, temporary fencing around the current building. And so they're getting that all ready to be for the remodel. And they've already began to take the lights down, the ballasts and such down in area D. And next week, they are hoping to begin to start tearing down some walls. And then lastly, because of all that and because of the move, and we don't have a full occupancy yet, beginning on May 26th, the Cowan campus crew will be, student services and biz area will be working remotely until we have approval to begin to unpack those boxes and move into the areas E and F. They can put those boxes in the classrooms. We just can't start unpacking those yet. So a lot of good things going on. We're very excited. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, on to the financial report.
Okay, Tammy.
Hi, guys. Okay, so we'll go through these really quickly on our general fund. Cash and investments as of April 30th, 2020, we were at $13,948,867.20. And I don't think that I pointed out last time, but over to the right of that page, you see the breakdown of cash and investments up there. So where we have some treasury bill and stuff is listed up there at the top. And then our collections this year as compared to last year, we are at 90.86% versus 92.73% last year in our general fund. So pretty close, doing pretty well on our collections for this year. If we go to building fund, cash to investments, as of April 30th, 2020, we were at $23,357,472.64. And again, over to the right, you see all of the different investments and with their maturity dates and values. And then our collections for building fund, we're at 98.45% versus 95.53% last year. And again, part of that is a little bit of that FEMA money that we had gotten this year. And lastly, on our sinking fund, cash and investments, as of April 30th, 2020, we were at $482,626.13. We did go ahead and make that payment that's due June 1st. So that was showing up as a negative there to make it appear a little bit lower. And then you do have those charts that we have in there for cash flow. And again, that general fund cash flow is just looking like it's not quite as steady as it was last year, just primarily because of our salaries being over there. So it's taken a little bit of a more hit this year. I don't have anything else. Is there questions?
Thank you, Tammy.
Thanks.
Okay, we're on to number 6, proposed executive session to discuss.
Oh, admin.
I'm so sorry. Okay. We're fine. Record.
Okay, so I do have a few things that I want to share. So we are doing a virtual graduation that will be for program specific virtual graduation. And that will be posted on our website. Our students have been extremely flexible and patient for this distance learning environment that we've implemented. I just want to say congratulations to all our graduates. We have 126 from the Chickasha campus, 299 from El Reno, and 85 from Canton graduates this year. So our leadership team has been working on reopening plans based on CDC guidelines, and as we enter phase 3 of the governor's plan, all instructors are preparing for the possibility of an online reopening, just in case. Starting the school year virtually is very different than ending the school year. And so I think it's important that they be prepared. We are also working on presenting plans to open the daycare June 1st. We're working on student certification testing by appointment starting June 1st. And we have a district-wide Zoom employee information meeting tomorrow afternoon. And at that meeting, we will be recognizing our employees of the year and our retirees. So obviously, if you invite them all available, you're welcome to attend.
Okay, now we're on to number 6, proposed executive session to discuss employment of the following personnel pursuant to 25 OS 307B, the Open Meeting Act. Renewal of contracts with the certified career teachers for addendum A, renewal of contracts with the certified probationary teachers for addendum B, renewal of contracts with the certified career counselors for addendum C, and renewal of contracts with the certified federal funded employees for addendum D. And I need a motion to convene into executive session.
So moved. Second.
Okay, you want me to take a vote? Yeah, Jimmy,
Here.
Dean,
Aye.
Penny, Travis, Christy.
Oh, we're good.
Okay, now we're gonna go into executive session. And
Do we have-
asking Galen to go with us. Yes, we're leaving and ask Galen to go with us.
Just because you signed it 3 years ago, doesn't mean you're so authoritative. Me and Vinny are just driving around on the
We're gonna go in that office, isn't, that health insurance isn't big enough. Actually, I'm probably want to work here.
Oh, Lord.
Song, dance, musician, anything you've got talented in, you can fill in right now.
Should probably pull up that email and find those numbers.
Well, I just copy and pasted it on there.
The phone's using the,
Can you unplug it?
I can, but I was gonna use the phone to make audio loud because she's at the other end of the table.
Where is my speaker?
Your mic,
Is it on the back or something?
I see a little hole somewhere up here, but up here.
I think perfectly fine last month. No
So it
issues.
is. I'm gonna try to plug in and see. I'm gonna try to talk 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me? Can you hear me talk?
Is there a message to ask? Yes.
Because I was having them watch the other side and it said it wasn't breaking up, so it was just us.
Okay. Yeah, because it kept every time it would do it, it would scroll across.
Process, which I don't understand. bottom. You
Yeah.
just switch to phone audio, right?
Yeah, I'm on phone. Look.
Oh, okay.
Are they on? Probably have no batteries.
Probably not charged. I bet it got unplugged.
Don't say that.
I think that's right.
It's not plugged in.
Which means it'll be dead. Somebody else will be.
Whole thing. She's not responding anyway.
Might have to go back to the other.
Okay, she just said she can hear us. You want to go back down there and see if she can?
I don't know that these mics are working.
Oh, none of them.
Yeah, 'cause they're both dead. 1, 2, 3, can you hear me? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hello?
Sounds very far away. Can we move this closer? No, this recording's like a minute long. I said what was better now or before?
How about now? Can you hear me now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It says yes, a little better.
We'll try that. I don't think you can.
Here is a little more slack. We can go from there. That's as far as we'll be able to get. I'm surprised those don't work on the charger.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
So none of these red lights are on. Does that mean they're not on either?
Well, those don't work. Those are part of a different system. That was what they were supposed to be for, but they never got included. They were supposed to take the place of this right here.
Oh.
I've got 2 more in the office, but I don't think they're charged. You need to mute it. It's right here in the corner.
I can mute it from here too, though.
Oh, can you?
Well, as I can.
Okay.
Probably last time it wasn't so bad either because
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. How about now? Test. I'm gonna start dancing.
Can hear, but was better before,
Can't hear now or better before?
and because you were closer to the speaker.
I see.
Can we move the speakers down but keep them on the station? Probably a tiny cord.
Well, I think it's.
Grab it together.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're in executive session for a while.
Like nodded up.
I thought I was hoping you could pull one side and I'd pull one. Okay. One more. What the heck? Well, that's an actual.
Oh, it's there right here.
Hopefully that helps.
How about now? Can you hear any better now?
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
what we've done here. Any entertainment?
Any entertainment? You have to watch it.
What's up, Lori?
You're back. Lesson, you saw me dance, anything special talent?
We were trying to talk about what we wanted to do.
Did we get a stable connection?
I'm disappointed.
We tried, but it messed up the YouTube, so we unstabilized it, but I think we fixed the sound issues we were having. We got, apparently, nobody could hear Christy.
Oh,
She was just too quiet. You're too quiet.
Yeah, that's not, no, that said no one ever.
Yeah, I want to ask her husband what he said.
I looked down there at Mari whenever I was talking, and she was like,
Talk louder.
That was good. I didn't.
Oh, and look at.
it was to me, I was talking when I was talking.
Have you done the yellow folders?
Why do you do this? Do you just try to burst myself?
You're gonna run out that door and you're gonna see.
Did you get the apple color? No?
Oh, you weren't finished.
No, I'm not even close because, you know, I couldn't even have that glimpse of sunlight. She just killed me. Hold on, careful.
Are we back in?
Yep.
Is everybody back on? Like,
Oh, we never went off. We can't.
no, I mean, if they fell asleep. You know, if they had to log back in
Oh,
to their iPad.
oh.
I'm in. Except mine did not turn on.
Okay. I need a vote to bring us back from executive, a motion to bring us back from executive session, please.
Make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
And then Maury's gonna,
Oh, yes, sorry. Christy?
yes, yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay, well, the board just reviewed the renewals of the contracts for certified and certified probationary employees. So we're gonna go down to item B, which is vote to approve renewal of contracts for the certified career teachers.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Christy?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay. Item 11, vote to approve the renewal of contracts for the certified probationary teachers.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Christy?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay. Item 12, vote to approve the renewal of contracts for the certified career counselors.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Christy?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 13, vote to approve the renewal of contracts for the certified federal funded employees.
Make a
Motion to
motion.
approve.
Second.
Christy?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay. Item 14, vote to approve the sub-recipient agreement between Canadian Valley Technology Center and the Oklahoma Alliance for Manufacturing Excellence, Inc. for July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021.
This is a current contract that, we're in with the Oklahoma Manufacturers Alliance, and Scott Smith, is our, Oklahoma manufacturing, agent. We pay half the salary, they pay half the salary, and he, worked the entire district for manufacturing with our, manufacturing partners.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Christy?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 15, vote to approve compliance with Children's Internet Protection Act.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Christy?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 16, vote to approve the contractual agreement between Canadian Valley Technology Center and Southwestern Oklahoma State University for licensed practical nurse to Bachelor of Science in nursing program.
So this is an agreement between Canadian Valley Technology Center and SWOSU. And Canadian Valley will hire the coordinator who will be housed here and for an online program with the exception of clinicals, of course. And then they will actually enroll through SWOSU. We will receive half the tuition, and from a financial perspective, if we maintain enrollment of at least 20 students in this program, it will not be a financial cost to the district.
No.
And I don't know if Dr. Stout or President Butler have joined us. So if you can
Yes,
use them, if you all have any questions for them, or they might want to say something.
Sure, this is Randy Butler, president of SWOSU. Can you hear me?
Hi, Randy. Yes.
No, I just wanted to say we appreciate y'all's consideration of this contract. I think it's a great cooperative agreement where we all can try to get more nurses out with a bachelor's degree. I think that everyone knows the severe shortage that we're going to run into on nurses, and I'd be happy to answer any questions, or my provost, Dr. South, is on the line also.
Thank you, Randy. Do you all have any questions?
Okay. If we don't have any questions, then I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second it.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Aye.
Jimmy?
Here, yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay, item 17, vote to approve Technology Center's cooperative agreement with the Gooden Group for fiscal year 2020-2021.
This again is a yearly contract, statewide initiative, all the tech centers participate in. Gooden Group provides PR guidance and
Make a motion to approve.
Second it.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 18, vote to approve Technology Center's statewide marketing cooperative agreement for fiscal year 2020-2021.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 19, vote to approve resolution for schools and libraries universal services E-rate for 2020-2021.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 20, vote to approve the dispenser installation agreement with Georgia Pacific at the El Reno campus.
so this is the next two items, Talon and El Reno are the next two items. They will provide all of the dispensers, paper towels, toilet paper dispensers for free as long as we purchase the paper goods from them.
Is it Georgia Pacific or Pacific?
I think it is Georgia Pacific, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I've never heard the other one, so I thought, oh,
Yeah.
it's different.
I think it is.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Second.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay, item 21, vote to approve the dispenser installation agreement with Georgia Pacific at the Calendar Center.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item number 22, vote to approve clinical experience agreement between Canadian Valley Technology Center and Ross Healthcare and Faith Hospice.
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 23, vote to approve memorandum of understanding for the preceptor program between Canadian Valley Technology Center and Ross Healthcare and Faith Hospice.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 24, vote to approve agreement between Canadian Valley Technology Center and Meltwater for social media monitoring.
This is the agreement, for the Meltwater. It's a more robust program than what we've been running. For more, we can get more analytics about our social media hits and links to other things. Really don't know what I'm talking about, but, you know, just data analytics for social media.
Make a motion to approve.
Christie? Yes. Penny? Yes. Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay, item number 25 is the consent agenda. So look at those and see if we need to take one of those out and vote on it.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Christie? Yes. Penny? Yes. Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Item 26, new business. No new business. Item 27, board member comments. Okay. Item 29, get a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Can we go around? Christie? Yes. Penny?
Yes.
Dean?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Travis?
Yes.
Okay, thank you all.